Hare Krishna Vrajabasi Prabhu. This is Jason. I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to make this video for you. But as per your request and as per my joy and gratefulness in sharing this story with you and whoever you choose to share this with, I will commence my short and sweet story of kind of going vegetarian and even going 90 to 100% all raw food diet. So in essence, since this could be longer than I'll make it, but raw vegetarian food and raw vegan food, all of the fruits, all of the herbs, all of the nuts, all of the seeds, all of the greens that grow in people's gardens, eating those in an uncooked format is basically delivering your and our bodies and minds with the most natural, highest energy that a food can contain on the physical, experience. Obviously, offering food to Krishna in the spirit of devotion brings a whole other element to the whole ball game. But purely from a physical perspective, this raw vegan or raw vegetarian food is, in my own experience, and I can speak for my wife Pia as well, literally just trying to go all raw for 7 days. After 3 days, and this was like 6 years ago, 3 days of an experiment of just eating just raw food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks, changed our lives. My lunch during that first week, my lunches went from fried, fake chicken tofu lunches, thinking that was healthy since it was vegetarian, to literally peaches, nectarines, and raw trail mix. I'm not saying that's the best long-term every day because you need some protein. You can do hemp seeds, spinach, alfalfa has a lot of protein. But just making the switch from cooked to raw is pretty much guaranteed to enhance your energy, clear your mind, and just give you kind of a better perspective on what should be going in your body for your optimal energy and well-being. And in the same way, I personally have experienced in my own switch from eating chicken and burgers and whatever, and fish, making that switch to go vegetarian years ago was a huge transformation for me. It helped me become more disciplined in making dietary choices, and overall, on a more internal level, I just felt better naturally with what I was eating, because the more research I did into the various aspects of production of meat-based foods, I just felt like having a plant-based diet that's kind of the in vogue way to say it nowadays, the plant-based diet. I just feel that is a great way to eat for the peace and happiness of all living beings. Plants plants are living beings as well. But that's a whole other conversation. But from an energy level, from a goodwill level, I like eating fruits, nuts, vegetables, seeds, plants, and vegetarian diet is a phenomenal way to go. You can get your protein on a vegetarian diet. You can get all the nutrition you need on a vegetarian diet. Don't let anyone tell you different. And then even more so on a raw food diet, as long as it's balanced, which it typically will naturally be. Coconut is amazing for you. Coconut oil, hemp seeds, hemp oil, raw greens. You can do raw hummus. You can make raw desserts, which are a very popular introduction to raw foods for a lot of people. It's actually the raw desserts, because you can have those for a meal. You're getting the raw nutrition, but it's a dessert. You can make cheesecake out of raw cashews instead of cream cheese. The list goes on and on. There's so many resources online about it. But for me, from cooked, non-vegetarian, from cooked anything and everything to cooked vegetarian, and then to more raw food and less cooked vegetarian to all raw food, now I'm about 90% raw, I could say. It's literally almost guaranteed to change your life if you just try to go raw for 3 days. And that's what happened to myself and my wife Pia. And it's just a great, transformation. And of course, there's the whole teachings and knowledge of the Vedas and of the realized souls of the saints of the world, that we shouldn't take blindly their opinions. We should find out for ourselves. And I've personally found out from a spiritual and just overall life perspective that it just makes sense to my soul to eat lightly, to eat lower on the food chain as opposed to higher. I mean, I'm not going to eat my next door neighbors. I'm going to eat lower on the food chain. Blue-green algae, marine phytoplankton. These are all green superfoods. And I'm just, raw fooders and vegetarians can get the best nutrition ever. And I know that's a concern for some people. Oh, where do I get my protein? So you can do it. It's an amazing journey. It'll help you feel better, think better, be better. And it's definitely a spiritual journey as well, eating healthier. And then, of course, the ultimate goal is being Krishna conscious all the time and knowing that all the food, all the air, everything in the world comes from Krishna. And the ultimate happiness of someone is to not only think of Krishna all the time, just from a knowledge perspective, but actually just offer ourselves and offer what we create, offer what we prepare, even meals, to Krishna in love. And so that's a wonderful teaching that we've been blessed with from the yoga tradition of, as taught by the Hare Krishna devotees, and of course other adherents to the sacred yoga path as well. So thanks for this opportunity to share. I hope this is of assistance to at least one person, and we'll talk to you soon.